Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? Let's see if this thing goes well. I bought a whole bunch of stuff to try to get these live streams to do well. And I could tell you, man, it is not easy to get a nice, smooth stream. There's a lot of stuff you got to do. I didn't realize there was so much work. And now I realize why keeping it simple is actually a good thing when you're live streaming. But hopefully we can create some good content tonight, some good clips. And yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody on this live. Cool. So I'm gonna be checking out the chat. Waiting for some comments to come on. See what we can watch in the meantime. What up, guys? What up? All right, I'm seeing the chat now. The chat is lit. The chat is lit. What's good, everybody? What up? What up? What up? How's everybody doing, man? I haven't gone live on YouTube in a minute. Is the stream going pretty smooth? Cause this is my first time doing it with this new equipment, so I just want to make sure it's good. Awesome. The other day I did a live, man. That thing was lagging. He said most slept on barber entrepreneur, no cap. Hey man, appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Hey, that's what's up. This is working. Cool. So I bought a Mac, like a desktop PC, not PC, but a desktop, a whole bunch of other stuff just to make sure everything was nice and smooth. So it's good. What y'all want to talk about, man? I'm gonna be checking out the questions, man, and seeing what's going on. The haircut is a tutorial machine. Do a 3 guard on top and 1 guard. You always ask for that. Hey man, sorry to hear that, Tri-State. Just a small. I've been there, bro. I've gotten 2 cars repoed, bro, in front of my crib. So I've been there, man. It's just a small challenge, bro. You'll get through it. You and your team got me into barbering at 11. I'm 13. What the hell? That's what's up, bro. 13 years old, cutting up. That's what's up. All right, let's watch some videos, man. Let's see what videos I can find here on YouTube. Sometimes I want to react to like TikTok or Instagram. Problem with that is it gets copyright. It gets copyrighted too quick. Let's watch this. This came out 10 hours ago. I'll probably get copyrighted for this one too, but let's check this one out real quick. This is the one I wanted to watch.
Matty Conrad, Brad Pitt.
You guys hear it?
Take one.
Yeah,
That's
can
the
hear
first
it.
time I've heard my name and Brad Pitt together. That is the closest I have come to Brad Pitt. What's up, GQ? This is...
So I actually know him. Matty Conrad, cool dude, man. We chopped it up at the Orlando premiere. He's got the powered mat. He's got power clips and stuff, and he was showing a lot of love to your boy. So it's cool seeing him on here with GQ magazine.
Fine points. My name is Matty Conrad. I'm a men's grooming expert, and today we are going to go over the career evolution of Brad Pitt and some of his most iconic hairstyles. I've been working behind a chair in a barbershop now for over 27 years, and I can say with authority that the most common photograph that I see behind a chair in a barbershop is of Brad Pitt. He's always had a fairly dynamic style. He's gone with a lot of different looks, whether it's growing his hair out really long for a film like Legends of the Fall or Interviews with the Vampire, or cutting his hair incredibly short for movies like Ocean's 11. Brad's always managed to pick exactly the right look for his characters. So let's start back where mostly it began for Brad in the 90s. Now, we were coming out of a period in the 1980s where everything was heavily inspired by a SoCal surf and skate vibe.
Bro, this guy knows his
stuff. If you look at the pictures of Brad
bro.
in the early 90s, you can really see the influence that he had for that. Very, very tapered out and built out on the sides. So instead of having these really shaped undercuts, things are looking a little fuller, a little wider. And
you know how long the side of his hair was? Like, people used to come to the shop, bro. Y'all don't know this because y'all, a lot of you guys are young. But people used to come into the shop asking for stuff like that. Bro, they getting a number 2 on the sides, a number 3 on the sides. We didn't know how to do any of that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. This dude, Matty Conrad, he knows his stuff, bro.
This is really the embodiment of that shape. The look that he created for his character in A River Runs Through It was very much a classic look, but something that became very, very popular in the 90s. It was sort of a bowlish shape with very tight, clean sides. You could look at other shows that were popular at the time, like Boy Meets World or like Home Improvement, and you would see some of the other celebrities this time, the younger guys, this youthful look where they've got this bowlish kind of shape. Now, this looks
We wasn't getting haircuts like that where I was from, bro. I remember all evens were popular, low tapers were popular. Remember the double lineup and like designs and stuff. But I do remember every now and then Justin Bieber's would come in, bro, and ask for a cut. And I'm telling you, we'd be hiding. We would be hiding. Like, no, you take them. No, you take them. And every time it was a customer complaint, bro. Every time.
good on Brad. He can wear this style, and this was the first movie role where he really got.
It's amazing to see how far the industry has come. The level of education, like now you can go to a barber in an urban area, in inner city area, and a lot of them dudes can do this haircut because of guys like Matty Conrad, because of guys like Joshua Peak, because of YouTube, Rum Barber. They're teaching us these cuts, man.
Noticed as the potential for a leading man. This is really him breaking into that aspect of the industry, and he keeps this very youthful kind of look.
The grunge era.
As that leading man persona starts to take hold for Brad, and as we move a little further into the 90s, the influence of grunge music starts to take off. And you can see into the 90s as he kind of starts to grow out a beard for the first time, his hair gets a little longer, has a little bit more of that Kurt Cobain influence when he's starting to do the tuck back and just the longer mop of hair. The role that he was growing his hair out for was the movie California, where he plays a little bit more of a darker side. So being able to embrace that with his look, I think he leaned into more of that kind of grunge feeling to his hair. Now, post the movie California, Brad continued to grow his hair out, and the longer hair was something that became synonymous with his look, especially when he aced movies like Legends of the Fall. Legends of the Fall, he played a very iconic character named Tristan, who has become kind of redefined as that long-haired, romantic leading man. He gave it a very pretty, attractive look, instead of having to make it look like somebody that had given up on their looks. Continuing with the long hair, he then produces an excellent performance as essentially a 500-year-old immortal French vampire in Interview with the Vampire. This is another way in which he is able to use his look and use the length of his hair to help embody that role. It's a
I don't remember any of these movies
thing for a lot of actors. And even still outside of the scope of acting and offset, they still have a tendency to embody those vibes. And you can see into the mid-90s, Brad had a little bit more of that kind of undead look. You know, he had that longer hair, and he went in and bleached it out, changed out the color of it, and still really embraced that kind of grunge feel. You can see Brad is also embracing kind of that loose, baggy sweater look, and so is very, very on point and was something that was talked about a lot in magazines. You would see him at a lot of different events with this, and people were just going crazy for it. Then came a big transformation. Now we're in 1995, and Brad is booked in the movie Seven, a role for which he completely changed his look by cutting.
You know, I've done content like this before for YouTube, like the company YouTube. It's insane, bro, like the amount of preparation this guy had to do for this. Like, this is all stuff that Matty probably was like, this is all stuff that GQ probably brought to Matty. Matty had to go do some research, bro. He had to go do some research and put this together, because so far 4 out of 5 of the movies he's talking about, I've never even watched. And I know Brad Pitt.
His hair very, very short. At that point, this kind of rough and textured look called bedhead became very mainstream. It was heavily influenced by punk from the 1970s and early 1980s, and it was sought as kind of a slightly more aggressive look. A lot of guys would come in with this picture from the movie. It really kicked off the idea of these kind of bleached out or frosted tips that a lot of guys were asking for with this really rough texture. Now, let's just take a pause here for a second, because I think something needs to be brought up. Along his career, it's not totally uncommon for Brad Pitt to adopt a shockingly similar style to whoever he's dating. Let's look into 1997, where he started dating Gwyneth Paltrow. Her very iconic hairstyle looked very similar to his when he was dating Jennifer Aniston, and she had those weird twisty dread things. Even when the Rachel haircut for Jennifer Aniston became completely iconic, his was not trailing too far behind.
Why's he got a
In the
point?
late 90s came possibly one of his most iconic looks. Now, Fight Club was an exaggeration of the shorter style that he was wearing before, that idea of bedhead and that influence of punk. But instead of keeping things short and contained, they were let a little bit loose. And this really suited his Tyler Durden character. This style was particularly popular with a lot of younger guys that would come and wanted that little rougher, that little more lived in kind of style. This is at the point too where men's hairstyling products started to diversify so that they could create these really specific types of textures. You weren't just using mousse and gel anymore. Suddenly there was pastes and putties and pomades and all these different products because of the specificity of how rough and how interesting these styles looked.
Bro, what? Chat, what the hell is this, bro? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? I don't know about y'all, but I high-key think Chris should fly out everyone in the chat to Tampa to check out Tomb 45 behind the scenes.
In 2001, one of Brad Pitt's most notable performances was probably in Ocean's 11, where he had a little bit more of a clean-cut look for his character of Rusty, who played a bit of a con man. This look for him really suits, especially the short kind of blonde frosted out tips. The period for frosted tips usually happened between about the kind of early 90s until about the early 2000s, when they almost entirely disappeared and guys stopped coloring their hair altogether. Largely because to that point, we had frosted the tips of every man on earth. Sometimes at this point, guys like to change their looks up too. I know that Brad at one point had made a comment in an interview that he was tired of just feeling like the Hollywood pretty boy. And I think that's probably why he started growing a beard. So this is a little bit tail end for that, but you can still see that Brad is rocking a very short style. If I'm being perfectly honest, these are not my favorite shapes on Brad. The reason for that being is because he has what we call kind of a traditionally handsome face shape. It's rectangular, it's square.
Looking crazy.
And that's always a really complimentary thing. Other square face shapes that are considered kind of classic Hollywood charm.
Do you guys see how much a haircut can do for somebody? That's why I need to get my haircut more often, because I posted a video where I saw somebody shotgunning a Truly, and I looked at him and I made like it was just a funny video. If you haven't checked out my Instagram or my shorts or my TikToks, go check out that video. It's hilarious. But I had a fresh fade. Beard was clean. I need to get back to that, man.
It's really interesting also to note that in 2007 was the advent of the show Mad Men, which became a cultural icon of its own. The references that they made to the cool slick styles of the early 1960s permeated fashion, and a lot of guys were trying to pull their best Don Draper, slick with a side part. And this is a look that Brad pulls off perfectly. It is absolutely made for his face shape, because these classic looking hairstyles have a little bit more of a square construction and are incredibly flattering to a square jaw. So this for me is probably one of my favorites. And at the time there was kind of Ashton Kutcher, surfy, SoCal, moppy kind of hairstyle versus the Don Draper kind of hipster old school set, where a lot of guys were going for that really old vintage look just like Grandpa used to wear. This was starting to take over. So Brad Pitt started off in 2007 like that, but you can see in 2008, the following year, he made a little bit of nod to the Biebs. This little side switch.
No, bro. Why was everybody with straight hair trying to pull off the Biebs, bro? Yo, my man looked like a chick, bro.
To take over. So Brad Pitt started off in 2007 like that, but you can see in 2008, the following year, he made a little bit.
That's a woman's haircut, bro.
A nod to the Biebs. This little side swept bang in this moppy, bullish top. Going back to a more modern military film for Brad Pitt meant having shorter, more military spec hair. So when he filmed Inglourious Bastards in 2009, you can really see the influence of that 1940s era where everybody.
Do y'all remember when everybody was getting the undercut because of this damn movie? People were everybody was getting the undercut because of this damn movie.
His hair was kept very nice and short and clean.
You
can also see the influence in his facial hair. At the time in the 1940s, a finely groomed mustache would have been considered something of clean, kind of upper class society. But wearing it past filming was a bold choice because most people didn't consider mustaches in fashion at that point, something that has changed in just the last few years where mustaches have now become very cool. Even to this day, I still see people coming in with pictures of Brad Pitt from this role as their mustache influence. I think the thing I like about this look is that it still goes back to that old Hollywood vibe. It is very dapper leading man, and it's really complementary to his face shape and his general persona. The 1950s was all about rock and roll. Guys like Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, they all started growing their hair out longer into a style called the pompadour, which is what Brad has in this photo. I think it's fascinating that coming out of a World War II movie, Brad followed the exact same path as a lot of the ex-GIs did coming out of World War II, where they're growing their hair longer and into a more rock and roll savvy style. As the hair grows a little bit longer too, Brad starts to express himself through facial hair. Goatees are usually for guys that are trying to elongate their face shape. So when you take somebody with a square face shape or a square jawline, add a goatee to it to elongate it even more, it becomes less flattering the longer it gets. I'm not gonna call Brad out for growing his facial hair. I mean, let the guy do what he wants. How many times does this guy have to win Sexiest Man Alive for us to just give him a hall pass on one thing? You can see now heading closer into the 20-teens that the hair is getting longer again. He did something that was very popular. He really likes her role as a tank commander.
This the one that went crazy. The Fury cut, everybody was trying to get this cut right here.
In the movie Fury. This took what was already a simmering style trend of these old school classic haircuts and it poured gasoline on it. As soon as everybody saw this movie or even just saw the movie poster, guys were flooding into barbershops asking for this hairstyle. It probably helped that also similar to his style as seen in the show Peaky Blinders. And so when it comes to a movie role like this for Brad Pitt, being able to commit to that authenticity of those looks was really great because even though it inspired all of these beautiful fades and really clean, classic, backward flowing haircuts, the haircut itself looked like it had been done with a pair of hand clippers in the back of a tank in World War II. Facts. He just went with what was authentic, and I really admire that about it.
You got it. That's facts. It looked like a haircut you'd get while you were in the military during those times.
It was absolutely a huge, huge fashion trend, and Fury is probably going to go down as one of his most iconic roles.
One of the things that I've learned from knowing some barbers that actually cut in Hollywood, and I know some barbers that have, they don't cut to give the best possible cut. They give cuts to fit the role, to fit the times. It just wouldn't be realistic to have a blurry ass fade and you're in the middle of a damn war. You know what I mean?
In 2019, the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a story of the golden age of Hollywood in 1969. So of course, Brad got to grow his hair back out for a very fitting role as a stuntman in that film, and it was absolutely perfectly on point. This is in fact transitioning away from that Mad Men era into more of that 70s grown out kind of longer shapes that a lot of guys were wearing. So he really, again, hit a completely authentic look with this one, but I think it also came a little bit more in line with how he feels most comfortable. This guy just can't lose. He looks amazing with long hair, he looks amazing with short hair, and as soon as you put him in a tuxedo on a runway or somewhere on a red carpet for an award show, everybody's just flooding in asking for these shapes. What I really like about him though is he's his own man. He's always doing his own thing. Even with those slight dalliances and those tiny little like influences from like Don Draper or even Justin Bieber, you still get to see Brad through it all. His personality really shines through all those looks, and there is a bit of a consistency.
Yo, I really rock with Maddie. Let's look at the comment section real quick. Let's see what they talking about. This is one of the most magnificent beards I've ever seen. All right. The comments saying it's a bunch of chicks. I ain't trying to read all that. But I do want to put y'all on to if you guys don't know who Maddie is, I do want to put y'all on to who Maddie is real quick. Let me go to Instagram. Let me go to the gram, y'all. He is the owner. You guys might know his products. See if I can share my screen now. So he's the owner of where the hell is it? Maybe. Oh, Victory Brand. I believe he's the founder. One of the founders. I believe. I could be wrong, but he's definitely the face of the company every time I see him. See what I'm saying? So, Victory Brand. So, if you guys know about Victory Brand, that's the guy. That's the guy that's part of that. So, how many of y'all know about Victory Brand? All right, cool. The only thing I don't like about streams, y'all, is the fact that it is so delayed. I gotta change those settings. All right, let me read y'all comments. 2 beers for stress. No, I'm chilling, bro. I'm at the crib. That's funny. I'm wearing a Victory Brand apron as we speak. Laugh my ass off. That's funny. My parents don't think being a barber is an actual job, but I kind of want to be one. What's the actual? I don't understand. I don't. You know, that's interesting logic. We know about that 245 though. That's what's up. 100K this year. Let's go. Good for you, man. It's interesting logic because, man, barbering is an amazing career, man. It's an amazing career. I mean, I can try to make I could try to go deeper on that, but I don't know too many careers like it, man. You always gonna have a job. I don't care if you go homeless, you'll be able to cut hair in the tent and make a little bit of bread. Like, you always gonna have a job. I know what some barbers are making, man. It's crazy, bro. Do I have a Discord? Not a free one. I might need to make a free one. We have a Facebook group that's it's got like 25,000 members. I might need to make a free Discord. We have the Academy Discord, but that's part of the 245 Academy. I started from nothing, now making 40K a year. I was in high school learning, bro. That's what's up, man. I'll tell you guys a story about a guy. I'm gonna shout him out. Y'all go follow this kid, man. So this kid works at one of my shops, and he's in the mentorship program. Jordan, I cut his hair, actually. I cut his hair in one of my videos. So y'all go, can I do that? Y'all go follow this kid right now. Do me a favor, go follow this kid right now, Jordan Perez. Do me a favor, go follow this kid right now, Jordan Perez. I'm going to brag about him real quick, okay? Probably about 5 months ago, Jordan started the mentorship program. Probably a couple weeks, and he was in barber school when he started the mentorship program. Probably a couple weeks later, he after he graduated school, he started working at Headlines because he was in Tampa. And let me show you guys a video that he was actually in real quick. And, bro, who he has become today, bro, is freaking night and day, bro. If you guys remember him in this video, and I don't know if he'll probably kill me he'll probably be mad at me or something for saying this, but he's become a totally different person. In this video, he was so nervous. You could tell he could level up his confidence for sure. You could tell he just didn't have the highest confidence. And people commented in this video and they mentioned it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. But anyways, I'll keep telling his story in the meantime while I'm looking for this video. Jordan is 21 years old. He went through the mentorship. This kid was laser focused. He followed everything in the program. By, I think, month 3, month 4, he hit his first $10,000 month. 21 years old, living with his parents, just graduated barber school. A few months after barber school, he hit his first $10,000 month. He's averaging about $13,000 a month right now. He's 21 years old. He's about 5-6 months out of barber school. Guys, this kid is going to be able to live on very little as long as he stays, he doesn't let his lifestyle creep up with his success. If he could save 90% of his income, this kid's going to be rich really, really soon. And he's got the people to guide him. He's got the people in his corner. But here's the biggest thing about him. The coolest thing about him. He's not even booked yet. He's making that type of money charging $25 for a haircut. He's not even booked yet. And he's taking on a leadership role not because of his followers or any of that stuff, man. He don't have followers, bro. You guys about to be his followers tonight. He don't have a lot of followers. He's a kid, right? So, and he's the youngest one in the shop, and he's taking on a leadership role because he's earned it. Dude's a rock star now. But I want y'all to go check out this video. So let's check out this video. So I just told y'all that story so y'all can see, what he was like at the beginning to now. I'm telling you, he's a muted. Go follow him. He'll love that that you guys are following him. Thanks for letting me know I'm muted, guys. But let me go try to find this video. It was just dope to see, man. Damn, when the hell did I cut him up? It was definitely studio vibes. It was when I was in the studio. I gotta find the studio videos. I dropped so many damn videos in the last couple of years, man. Yo, guys, I'm almost at 1,000 uploads. Oh, here you go right here. Look, I got it right here. Look. Let's watch this real quick. This was 2 years ago. Look at him now. This was 2 years ago. He's in high school. I believe. He's in high school, graduating high school. Now he's a licensed barber.
We got Jordian here.
Look at him.
How you doing, bro?
What's up, boss? How you been today?
Doing good, man. So what are you getting done today, bro?
Well, usually I come on here, but I really just kind of want like an exaggerated taper right here because I have like kind of like a mohawk vibe going on. Okay. I just have it circled off in the back, burst, kind of like a really high exaggerated blurry right here. I was gonna ask you what to do about the lineup because as you can see, like it curls, and usually I'll knock it down with a one guard, but it's a little bit lighter. It's curly.
Do you braid your hair or anything? No, right?
No.
Okay.
I was thinking about getting braids, but no, I haven't yet.
I think it would look better if it looked like it was at least incorporated with there. Like I don't think you need to disconnect it so much. I think that you can just kind of lower.
But yeah, this was back in the day, bro. So the reason why I showed you guys and I'm bragging about the young bull, bro, is because somebody was just talking about how their parents don't think barbering's a real career. How many careers can you graduate in year one? You're making $13,000 a month. You're 21 years old. You're making $13,000 a month. Bro, that's doctor money, guys. Do the math. Okay? And he's paying less taxes than doctors. So he's keeping more money than doctors. So for the kid who shared in the chat, that their parents didn't want them to become a barber, bro, show them this. And this is one of 50 barbers that work at Headlines. I have one barbershop where probably out of the 14 barbers that are in there, probably 9 or 10 of them are making six figures, high six figures. Like people don't know what they don't know, and you create your own. Like it's the thing is that people believe because you don't have an employer that you can't get benefits. You can. You just are your own employer. So you got to go, make the benefits happen for yourself. That's not hard to do, Let me see if I could share the link in the chat, because he'd be happy. Everybody, following him and stuff. I think he would be really happy. And honestly, he's got a lot to give. He's got a lot to give, especially to all you young cats, man. He can relate to y'all. He's got a lot to give. He's a smart kid, man. So there's his the link. I don't know if it's gonna even be clickable, but there's the link to his Instagram. I just put it in the chat, y'all. I don't know if it's gonna be clickable though. Cool. What we talking about though? What keeps you motivated to keep going whenever you have a bad day? It could be way worse, man. You got to count your blessings, guys. Count your blessings. Cool. Y'all go shoot him a follow, man. Shoot him a follow. I got the screen up. He was at 864. He's still at 864. I need these followers going up, guys. I'm over here refreshing the page. I don't see no followers going up. This ain't cool. I don't like that. Kagan is Randy is the reason I started cutting hair. I remember he was the best back in the day, but now I think Basio is the boss. I appreciate the love, man. Kagan is Randy's a legend, bro. Definitely a legend. I'm at hourly shop and I can't wait to move to commission or booth rental. Yeah, you definitely got to cross over to that commission or booth rent. If you're gonna do commission, make sure your price the shop that you're working at has higher prices, and you're in a great area in great, like, the location's got to be everything, because their costs, you want to be in a location where a booth rent barbershop couldn't afford to be at. Then it's worth being commissioned. I don't be in the gym like that no more, but I'm still strong, boy. I'm still strong. I promise I'm strong. Try craft beers, bro. I do. I usually go with the IPAs, but I've been doing a lot of cardio. I'm not trying to be swole no more, bro. I'm trying to get back to being slim fit, and the reason why is because now that I'm getting older, my knees hurt, my joints be hurting. I don't recover like I used to. So when I play basketball, having extra weight, I'm 220 pounds, guys. Having all this extra weight, it puts a toll to your body. So I'm trying to slim down. I'm trying to get to like 190, 195-ish. That way I feel healthier. That way I feel like I could run around, I could play basketball and recover pretty easily. So I went with the Michelobs because they're the lowest calorie beer. Bossy or old head. I kind of am, man. I mean, I'm 33 years old, but I've done a lot of things in my years, man. A lot of things in my years. So Slim Basio Inc. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Damn, I got a thumbs down. Yo, y'all drown that thumbs down. Look, I just got a thumbs down. Let's drown that out. See that thumbs down in the top right corner there? Let's drown that out with some thumbs ups, man. Let's get rid of these haters, man. Try Modelo. It is low on calories. It's becoming a barber hard. They be trying to make it hard, man, but it's not. I feel like it depends on what state you're in. There's some states that go crazy, but in Florida, they dropped it to 600 hours. I believe New York City's 500 hours, so it's not that hard. How tall am I? I'm 6 feet tall. Try Dos Equis. I like Dos Equis. I like Modelo too. Mexico got the best beers. Does Mexico? I've never been, like, I've been to, like, the touristy side of Mexico, but does Mexico do a lot of craft beers? I would love that. Like a brewery in Mexico, I know would go crazy. That's funny. Yo, just man, you guys don't know this because I be doing shit behind the scenes, but we're about to close on this warehouse, man. So in the last year, if we close, so I already got it under contract. Now we're getting all the financing done. If we close on this warehouse, in the last year, I would have done about $2 million in real estate. I would have. If we close this deal, that'll mean in the last year, I've bought $2 million in real estate. And that's my side hustle, guys. This is what I'm trying to teach barbers, man. We cut hair. We do something that we're really, really passionate about. But you got to make your money work. You can't, we have to depend on ourselves. We are our own CEOs. You know what I mean? And so in my opinion, I think a lot of people sell barbers short because they think that all you can do is cut hair. No, you can cut hair and read books and get informed and learn some shit and invest your money. You know what I mean? I'm in the stock market as well. I've been going crazy in the stock market. Everything's cheap. Everything is cheap. I've been buying crypto. I was buying Ethereum at $800. It's crazy. It's crazy. Everybody was so scared. I'm buying all this shit. I'm buying Amazon. Amazon went down 30% for no reason. Tesla went down 30%. And they beat all their numbers. Broke records. I'm buying that shit. What's my ultimate goal? Right now, my ultimate goal is to make sure my kids are the most amazing human beings, become the most amazing adults, the most loving, the most happy, the most, the most valuable that they can be to society. I just want to prepare them the best that I can. So right now, that's my ultimate goal. But ultimate goals always change. They always evolve. You know what I mean? It never just stays at one thing. You know what I mean? So that's my ultimate goal right now. But might change. I might want to be president one day. Who knows? Might want to be the governor of Florida, the mayor of Tampa or something. I don't know. Nah, I'm just playing. I wouldn't want to do that. That's a tough job. Cut hair and drink beer. All right. Y'all want to watch some more videos or what? Drink water. I drink a lot of water. Okay, we got the pencil review. There you go, Tito. Make sure the affiliate link is in the description below. Tito, you got an affiliate link? Hey, good for you, man. Don't drink alcohol, man. I would not recommend. I've been drinking. I'm Hispanic, man, so it's crazy. Believe it or not, I've been drinking since I was 12 years old. I had my first drink. I never forget. 6-pack of Zimas. Had my first drink, 12 years old. Coquito on the holidays. 12 years old, guys. Crazy. I do not recommend drinking. Stay away from it. Linnell, should I pull up? Yeah, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I will be there. I just feel like hey, look, I'm not lying, bro. All my Hispanics, all my Latinos out there, it kind of it's embedded in the culture, bro. You start early. Your parents will give you something light on New Year's, something light to put you to bed. All of a sudden, 12 years old, you drinking. Whatever happened to the $2 million or the $1 million company you guys were building? Yeah, we gotta do an update video. What ended up happening is China shut down, and it's still shut down right now, believe it or not. So there's a reason why all products are super expensive right now. So we started this challenge where we're gonna build $1 million company quick as hell. I think it was in 6 months or something like that. No, less than that, in 3 months, in 90 days. Which we had all the confidence that we could do, except China shut down. Everything was shut down. Supply chains shut down. We had 3 huge products we were going to drop this year, ready to go. Supply chain screwed all that up. So, you know, the whole world is being affected by it. That's why inflation's crazy. That's why everything's super expensive. And so the challenge, we got to give you guys an update on it, but that's why we haven't been really doing the challenge, man. We'll probably give you guys an update, let you guys know what happened, and then we'll redo it. They tried me at the Barber Expo. What are you talking about? They tried me at the Barber Expo. Man, it's always love every expo I go. Do I ever see myself doing hair color? You know, sometimes I want to try it, but I feel like I'm not even in the shop like that no more. I feel like my calling now is 100%. It's definitely the business side and helping people make more money. Jordian in the building. Yo, Jordy, you wanna get on this? You wanna get on this live? You wanna do like a podcast, like a interview or something? Inspire some of these young bulls. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get another beer. But Jordan, let me know if you're trying to get on this. All right, what the chat saying? Drink Bud Light. Did I run there? No, I have a like a bar right here. I have like so this office is right next to like my game room, I like to call it, and there's like a bar there. All right, hold on. I'm gonna send you a link so you can get on this thing. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get this thing to work real quick. In the meantime, let's watch a video. Let's watch a video in the meantime while I set this up real quick. Hopefully you guys can be entertained while I'm Bro, I have not watched a 360 Jeezy video in forever. I need to go check out a 360 Jeezy video. It's been a while since I've watched any of his stuff. What y'all want to watch on here real quick while I set this up so we can get Jordan on here? How to become a barber in 6 minutes. Marty Blends. I always show love to Marty. Let's put it in.
Today we're gonna be making you a professional barber in only a couple minutes. So if you've been considering making barbering a full-time career or maybe even a side hustle, here's everything you're gonna need to know. Now to start, I'm gonna need you to invest a tad bit of money into yourself, but I promise you're gonna make this back. First, you'll need a barber kit in order to cut hair because without it, there's no possible way we could even start a haircut. So here's what you're gonna need. Now for every barber, there are 3 main machines that we need. These are a clipper, trimmer, and a shaver. Without these, there's no possible way you'll be able to cut hair. And guys, I would definitely consider researching before you even buy the clipper because you don't want something too powerful nor a replica of some sort. So yeah, take that into consideration. Now you're also gonna need a razor holder, shears, texturizing shears, neck strips, a cape, a water spray bottle, brushes, combs, a fade comb, neck duster, aftershave, cool care, a blow dryer, hair clips, hairspray, styling products, and a set of MB guards. Guys, I'm just kidding, but you will need guards to fit that clipper you're gonna order. If you do happen to want MB translucent guards, they will be linked down below.
Get one.
All right guys, so now that we completed our whole barber kit, we now need a workstation. This is where you're gonna put every tool I just mentioned and your personal items. I would also suggest if you are building your workstation somewhere around the house or at the shop, you choose a corner that is visible to the door, that way you see who comes in or out. And guys, right next to that station, you're gonna need a barber chair. If you don't have the most fanciest barber chair, don't worry, you could use a stool or anything. Once you start making...
All right, I'm sorry we're not gonna finish this video because I got somebody in the building. Let me see. I'm going to add him to the... We got David getting on here too. Look at David. David, I'm going to keep you in the green room for now, bro. Let me see if I can...
Ooh.
What's up, bro? David, you know you're on YouTube, right? Hold on. Why is this locked?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jordan. I can hear you. Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can.
I'm trying to add you to the screen here.
But I can hear me, hear you, hear me.
All right, hold on. There we go. Let me add you to. Let me add you to the left. What is on your head? You got a design?
Oh yeah, yeah. We went when we were at the event at the Harley Davidson, we needed something to happen. So I said, Dave, just go crazy and do something. But shout out to Dave. Dave did this like a shooting star design.
All right, cool. Hold on. Now we Gucci. Let me add the chat on the screen as well. Might as well add the chat on here. Hold on. What screen am I on? Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 second, guys.
Yippee-ki-yay, yippee-ki-yay.
I've never done this before, but it's pretty slick, huh?
So far, yeah. I just see Ecamm. I see the Marty Blends video, and that's all.
All right, hold on.
But I'm cool.
You couldn't see you couldn't see me?
I can't see you. I mean, can I exit out the screen that I'm in, or do I have to stay here?
Wait, what do you mean? You can't see me right now? Can you see me now?
No, but because I'm on the Ecamm live thing, right? I can see the Marty Blends video, and I see a video of myself. Can I leave this screen and go back to YouTube or no?
No.
Or just stay here.
I don't think so.
Just stay here. That's cool.
But hold on, I'm gonna figure this out so you can see. So you can see me. Hold on.
Yeah, because right now it just says on the air in the broadcast. Yeah. Why? Give me a second. I think what everybody else can see though is can everybody in the chat see Jordan and me on the screen together? Please let me know. Yeah, everybody can see both of us. All right, cool. All right, hold on. I just want to make sure that you can see me. And I think that's a setting that I can change. Play range time. This is nice.
All right, what about now?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. There you go.
Hey, we in there. Let's go.
Technology. This is nice. This is official.
All right, one more thing that I want to do here is just make sure that the chat is on here. So let me add an overlay real quick and just make sure that the chat is here.
You're getting fancy with it.
I'm trying, bro.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I feel like the chat is important to have.
No, I agree.
That's not the chat. All right. While I'm doing this, anyways, just let me catch you up to speed real quick. So, a kid had asked me, you know, like, because his parents they're not happy with him becoming a barber, and I was just like, man, bro, I got a kid right now working at the shop who was in barber school when he started the mentorship, and now he's, you know, what, a few months in, you hit 10,000. You're in a month pretty damn quickly. And I was just like, bro, there's how many careers can you think of that you can graduate barber school? Well, how long did barber school take you?
From the first week of August last year to March 28th this year. So
Yeah.
that's like what, 8 months or something?
Where can
Something like
you
that.
where can you go get a trade in 8 months, and a few months after you graduate, you are making $13,000 monthly, 21 years old. It's not a lot of careers you can do that. And so, like, I would just say, man, show your parents this story. And so I showed a video of when I first cut your hair for the first time, and you were definitely nervous, and you could tell you didn't have the confidence level that you have now. But I'd love for you to share your story, man. Share your story. I think it'll inspire a lot of people. Just tell people what's up, man, and let them know maybe some of the challenges that you had, so that, maybe they could relate to it. And then, kind of some of the successes that you've seen. In how long have you been graduated from barber school now?
I graduated March 28th, and now it's what, June, July. So that's like what, 4 months? 4 months-ish, 5 months-ish, something like that.
All right. Well, I told them 6 months, so you're good.
That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, honestly. That's cool.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But nah, I would say, like, so when it comes to like picking up a pair of clippers, right? That has been going on, for some years, just to give some context. But I feel like a big thing for me and getting my parents to really support me was how serious I took myself. So like for the longest time, I was just kind of cutting people like here and there just for fun, not really caring where it went, right? But then it came to the point to where I actually had like to commit. I was working at Amazon. I was working overnight shifts so that I could just live, I guess you can say. I was just kind of doing the thing. It was my first year out of high school, working at Amazon overnight shifts. I think I was getting paid like $17 an hour or something like that, like assistant shift manager. And I was extremely depressed. I did not like what I did at all. Right. But I didn't know how what's the word? It starts with lucrative, how lucrative barbering could really be as a career. I thought it was like, yeah, it was super cool to like do a fresh cut, but like I didn't see it as a career, as something where you can actually build and grow, actually like make money and support yourself, support your family, like dreams even beyond that. And that's when I really started to kind of tap in with you on a deeper level of kind of learning like, yo, like actually Jokers is actually being successful at doing this. And at that point, I made the commitment. I made the commitment to myself. And I'm like, when did
you start, at what point did you start watching my content, and like, at what point did you decide, yo, I'm gonna try to get closer to this guy and seek his mentorship?
So watching videos from a distance, that's a couple of years. But when it came to actually me moving closer to you, because I used to live in Bradenton, and that was, and then I would say like 2 years ago, I was like, okay, I live close enough to this guy, because I figured out that you lived in Tampa. I was like, oh, that's kind of close. And I was like, I live close enough to this guy to where I'm gonna go and I'm gonna kind of like, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna get to him. I just need to get to him, and I need to talk to him, and I need to meet him, because I want to see.
Just for context, Bradenton is how far from Tampa? Like an hour and a half?
From Studio 45, it's an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I took the drive out there to get the cut. And the reason why, for me, to be honest with you, was that, like, you see a lot of things on the internet, but it's different when actually you see it in person. And for me, I needed to see you and meet you in person for me to know that it was real. Because, I mean, you never know what's under the hood. But then when I went to Studio 5 and I met you, I was like, yo, this dude's actually, like, he's mad humble, but he's also, everybody knows, you're so successful or whatever. And I knew it was real. And when I knew it was real and I met you, I was like, okay, this is real. And then from there, it kind of started to grow.
So I didn't pursue you. I didn't find you. You kind of just gravitated towards me.
Yes.
Do you find that now that you're hitting on some successes pretty early on, do you feel like people are gravitating towards you? I know it hasn't been that long, but people are noticing. You feel like more people are gravitating towards you as well?
Yeah, it's funny because, like I said, I used to work at Amazon, and I used to have this manager above me, and his name was Jason, and we would always argue. We hated each other.
Oh
Two
shit.
weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, he came into the shop and he was like, "Yo, I just got into barber school, and I want you
What?
to." Yeah, he told me he's starting barber school like 15 minutes away from me. He said, "Yo, I know we used to argue and stuff like that, but I seen you on Basio's channel, and I seen like how well you're doing, how you took it serious and stuff like that, and I'm enrolled in barber school, and I want you to take me under your wing."
That's cool
And
as hell,
blase,
bro.
blase.
You know,
Yeah.
honestly, that takes a lot. That takes a lot for a man to do that and to reach out to you. I think that says a lot about that guy, and I would 100% want to pour into somebody like that who's willing to realize, damn, I was fucking up. I need to hit up Jordy and make amends and seek his guidance. I think that's really cool. One of the things that for the young guys that are in this group, that are in the chat, one of the things that I remember early on, you think might have been an issue, didn't really become an issue, but might have been an issue, was you were concerned about your age being so young and trying to do so much that it would push people away and piss people off. But I feel like it had a different effect happen. A different result happened. Like, can you talk about being young in a shop with a bunch of guys who are older than you and being able to earn a leadership role?
Yeah, I think that like when it comes to thinking about how much your age is a factor, I think a lot of that. I mean, I don't think that it's all like just in your head because like people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're 21, oh, you're a baby" or whatever. But I think that a majority of that is really in your head, and at the end of the day, it's more about your results and your action that you take no matter what. Because if you take a servant leadership role, and if you just act like the guy, people are just going to respect that. People just kind of see it. It's something that you can't deny. Like this guy's, he's the first in, he's the last out. He's greeting all of the clients. He's taking out the trash. He's doing everything that a servant leader should do. He's pushing not just him to be more booked up, but the shop to be more booked up. I see the shop more booked up. It's like at the end of the day, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. And we're busier now.
Yeah.
So I think that has a big factor as well. And I think, to be honest, a big help for me seeing that was seeing another person that was very young and super successful. And that was like Vic.
Yeah.
Seeing that Vic is so young and like Vic is going crazy. It's like, like he's not letting his age throw him off. So why should I let it throw me off?
Yeah. One of the things that I try to tell young cats, man, is like you don't need anybody's confirmation to do what's right. You just do what's right because it's right. Right? Like for example, like coming to work on time is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And so many young people are influenced by older cats who don't do it. It's like, bro, like, or so many young cats that come into the industry with, they might not clean the bathroom because nobody else is cleaning it. Who gives a fuck what everybody else is doing? Focus on yourself. Like for me, I couldn't sleep I couldn't handle my conscience doing something because other people don't do it. Right? Like to me, it's like if this is the things that I'm supposed to be doing, I don't care what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna do it. And what ends up happening is you become a light for a lot of people who bought into this idea that nobody else is doing it, nobody else cares. Why should I? Right? And I think that one thing that you did was you focused on the details. You were laser focused and you were so disciplined every single day for the first few months that you were out of school, that it left an impression on a lot of people. Like, this isn't just some regular kid. A regular kid at 20 years old or 21 years old is not coming to the shop early, leaving late. It's not marketing constantly. Customer service is immaculate. Working really hard to get better at cutting hair. And I think that for everybody in this chat, you don't need nobody's confirmation. You just need to do what you know is right and be disciplined about it. And that's what matters. That's a W every single day.
I think also, like, and I think this is something that I take very seriously. Is like you wouldn't go, and this, you wouldn't go to somebody that struggles with their weight and ask them about health advice, right? So, like for example, like I always thought about it like if I don't want the results that that person has, then why would I do what they do?
Yeah, but a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people don't think like that. I think also too, and you know this better than most. Like whatever your goals are, whatever your dreams are. First of all, you got to identify what those are, right?
True.
And you can't just become that when it's time. You got to start becoming that now. You got to start acting like that person now, right? So, like, what are your goals and dreams in the next, I don't know, 5 years?
So in the next 5 years, I think I get a certain level of fulfillment of just being able to help and being able to pour into other people. So like we have this new guy in the shop, Brandon, and Brandon's been killing it. And like every day, every other day, we go over our days and see what we could do better, how we could have responded to the phone better, or how we could have dealt with different client interactions better. And like there's a certain level of fulfillment that I get from helping other people. And we talk about, how to find your purpose and how to find your why with the Simon Sinek and stuff like that. And I think what I've defined as into my why is to leave people better than how I found them. So like in barbering, it works because like people come in, they have a bunch of hair on their head, they may not feel super confident, they leave the chair, they feel a lot better, right? Or in the future, if I can, like for example, if Jason actually ends up coming in and I could take him under my wing and I could help him, find some more success, it fulfills me just knowing that I benefited somebody else.
Yeah.
So I would say in like a 5 year span, I would like to do something where it's either on a stage somewhere or going to schools and pouring into students. So I would say an educator. In the next year,
That's not a 5 year plan though.
That could be a 10-year plan. That's fine.
That's not a damn 10-year plan either, bro. You can start doing that now. That's not like
true.
You're doing that now. You're doing that now. And if you want to be on stage or something like that, you can start doing that now. Like it's if you want to become an educator, for everybody that's in this chat, just start educating. There's no big, and this cannot give you a bigger platform than YouTube. Wall cannot give you a bigger platform than Instagram. Tomb 45 cannot give you a bigger platform than TikTok. If you want to become an educator, start doing that now. And all of you guys have certain things that you can educate on, right? Jordan, you might not be able to teach somebody how to buy $2 million in real estate, but you can fucking teach people at 21 years old how to graduate barber school and put yourself in a position where you can make $10,000 to $13,000 every single month.
That's true.
At $25 a haircut. Not at 50, not at 70, not at 100. Guys, you guys don't understand. This is just the beginning. If he's doing 13 at $25 haircuts, imagine what he's going to be doing at $50 haircuts. And it's coming. And it's coming. But so many people want to skip that process. They're not even booked and they already charging 40. Good for you. How much did you make this year? Let me see your tax. See your taxes. How much did you show the IRS that you made? And people are like, I ain't showing the IRS nothing. Well, you ain't buying real estate like I'm buying.
It's crazy. I'll be on track. I'm on track to be able to buy, unless everything goes crazy. But I'm on track to be able to buy a house next year.
Yeah.
Because last year I filed with the CPA. I showed you how much I cleared for.
Yeah.
This year is going to be wild, so I think that's super cool too.
That's cool as hell.
Being able to 1 year out of barber school and able to buy a house.
But you're going to buy it right. You're not just going to buy a house. You're going to buy it right. You know what I mean? So you're going to buy it right.
Really right.
You got a plan, man. So that's cool, man. Yo, I appreciate you sharing the story. We'll probably clip this, make some extra content out of it. If you want to.
Could I say something to the one person?
Yeah, 100%.
So it was in the beginning. Dude was saying how his parents to support him or to see the vision and stuff like that. I think I understand why that's important because like who doesn't want their parents' support?
Of course.
I think you shouldn't be tied to their support because you don't want to live your life for them. You want to live your life for you.
But I think like just in a really logical sense, like hair's not going to stop growing. Barbering's been around since Egyptian times, and people care about how they look, and they're willing to pay for it. And if
Facts.
some 21-year-old kid from Florida can make 10 grand a year, I mean, you know what I mean?
Not a year. Not a year.
No, not a year. I'm sorry. 10 grand a month. 10 grand a month. Then I mean, and now I'm a couple months out of barber school. Like it's possible, and this is just my first year. So I think just showing them, also like how serious you take yourself. Like it was different because I had a little garage set up for a little bit, for a year while I was going through barber school. And I mean, when they started to, respectfully, my parents allowed me kind of let people bring them through a garage and stuff like that. When you see that, like, yo, like he's charging let's say $20 a cut, but he's bringing like 10 people a day, 12 people a day, 15 people a day. It's like that's not like kid money, anymore. This is like, yo, he's actually pulling numbers.
So you're pretty much saying like you took it seriously, and your parents saw that you were serious about it, so they respected it.
They respected, yeah. As soon as they saw that, like, as soon as my dad saw that, like, yo, this is real. Then he was like, oh, this is real. Oh, this is really real. And then that's when he really got on top and like started like really helping me out.
That's dope.
And just overall support and understanding, because he saw that, like, yo, he's actually working. This isn't just something he's talking about. He's actually being about it. He's taking himself serious.
It's not just fun YouTube videos, tutorials every day. He's putting some work behind it. He's taking some action behind it. That's dope, man. Jordan, I always love bragging about you, man. It's just the beginning, bro. Just the beginning, man. Super excited. But cool. We talked about doing these lives and stuff. We gotta do another one in the future, but we'll do another one in a couple months. Give people an update. Maybe you'll be at like 15 a month by then.
That'd be crazy.
All right, fam. Well, I appreciate you getting on such short notice. And listen, if you want a copy of this, I'll send it to you. You can clip it, use it for your IG or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta start posting more. I gotta find a little bit of focus. I'm a little scatterbrained on what angle I wanna take. I want to take, because I don't want to just post haircut tutorials. I feel like stuff like this provides a lot of value too. Yeah,
100%. Everybody go follow Jordan Perez with 2 Z's at the end. Go follow him on Instagram. And when he's ready to start, when he figures out exactly how he's going to go about all his content stuff, I'm sure it's going to be full of amazing gems. So cool, man. Thanks for jumping on, bro. Now I got to figure out how to kick you out. Hold on.
I can hang up on my
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, y'all. That was Jordan. Let me look at what the chat is talking about. What is the chat talking about? Yo, I did see that Bones jumped on. He probably hopped off already, but shout out to Bones in the building. That's my bro right there. I think he does have a YouTube channel, but if you go follow him on Instagram, I'm sure it's easy to find his YouTube channel straight through there. Somebody asked, are these all walk-ins? So, you gotta build your clientele some way. We do both. We always do walk-ins and appointments. If we are appointment only, it's because of demand. It's not because we promote that we're appointment only. It's because the demand is so high, we're forced to be appointment only. And that's a good problem. Yes, sir. Little boost of motivation right there. I still don't know how to put up my taxes. I've been in for a year almost. You got to get an accountant, guys. You got to get an accountant. Oh, Julio's in the building. I just realized that was Julio talking about Jordan. Save the live, boss. I'm gonna save it. I'll probably clip it for Jordan, and so he can get some more exposure and get people following him. I'm about my team winning, bro. So If Jordan can get 100,000 subscribers, that makes me happy. And Dave too. I don't know where Dave's at, but Dave and Jordan. They're like the Bash Brothers. I think that's from. Nah, yeah, I'm showing my age. From Mighty Ducks. I think is it the Bash Brothers? All my old heads in the chat. Is it the Bash Brothers? Recommendations on how to start planning for retirement, preferably early retirement. Bro, I am a big fan. I'm a big fan of focusing on getting the best return on investment with the least amount of time and the least amount of capital. Let me show you some deals. Matter of fact, because I was supposed to be looking at some real estate from my bro Danny, because he has a 1031 exchange. If you guys don't know what a 1031 exchange is, it's a way to kind of kick the bucket down the road. You don't got to pay taxes on capital gains for rental property, right? As we speak, I got an Airbnb that's almost done. It's probably like 80% done right now. And that Airbnb, listen to this deal. This is stuff that I teach in the mentorship. Listen to this deal. So I bought this crib for about $240,000. I wanted to get it for $230,000. They wanted $250,000. We met in the middle, $240,000. After I fix the house up, it's gonna be worth about $400,000. Okay, it's gonna cost me $70,000 to fix the house up. So we're in about $310,000. Let's say $320,000. Okay, but the house is worth $400,000, which means after I fix the house up, I'm gonna have $80,000 in equity on the property. I'm going to refinance that property, and I'm going to get all the money that I put in back and some. Plus, I'm going to hold the property. It's on the water, and I'm going to put it on Airbnb, and it's probably going to cash flow hopefully about $5,000 a month, where my mortgage would be about $2,500-ish, right? So it's going to cash flow pretty damn good. You get 5 of those. You're making $12,000 a month, guys. Passively, right? That's financial freedom. That's early retirement, right? And they're building equity, all that good stuff, right? You don't need to live on $12,000. Live on half of that. Invest the rest of it into the stock market. So my assets buy more assets, and then I can go buy toys, right? But businesses is another good one. Go buy some businesses. Go get some franchises. Preferably franchises you don't have to work. I'm a big believer in getting involved in things that don't need much of my time. When you can become the consultant, most consultants are pretty much retired, right? When you can become the consultant, so you just got to get good at something, really, really good at something. Get so good at it that you become the teacher, and it's easy to retire at that point, early. If you want to. I mean, I will never retire, me personally. Yeah, you could borrow, but here's the thing, G-Force. This is what people don't understand. You can borrow from your stock portfolio. You can borrow from your real estate. I borrowed from this house. I got about $300,000 in equity in this house. I borrowed $100,000 from this house to buy more real estate. Why wouldn't I? And I locked in like a 4% interest rate. Why wouldn't I? Right? I could borrow against whole life insurance. I can borrow against anything that has cash value. I can borrow against. It doesn't have to be a 401k. That's what people don't understand. 401ks and IRAs are what employers and schools have taught us is retirement. But I have so many assets that I can borrow against at the craziest, lowest interest rates. My stock portfolio, I can borrow right now for my stock portfolio at 3% interest. Right now, that doesn't exist. You can't even get you can't get nothing. You can't borrow no kind of money at 3%. Well, if you have a stock portfolio, you can. Okay? Can't do that with a 401k. Right? Not like that. Not like that, right? But assets are assets are assets. You just got to keep buying assets, man, and be creative. Try to get the best ROI with the least amount of time, with the least amount of capital, and keep doing that over and over again. Well, how you do that, Chris? How do you find those? You got to go do your research. You got to study, man. All right, so let's look at some deals real quick. I'm going to look at some deals real quick. Usually I would have like a spreadsheet up on my screen, but that's going to take a little bit too much work. So we're going to look at some deals. I know my city. I know my city's real estate because I check it all the time. I got all these apps on my phone, all these notifications on my phone. So let's go to, I'm going to go to Spring Hill. Okay. I'm going to look some property in Spring Hill. I know Spring Hill, Florida. See how that says Spring Hill, Tampa, Florida? God, he's so weird. Tampa is so weird because it's like Tampa Bay is 1,000 different cities. And they're all considered Tampa Bay. 1,000 different cities, all considered Tampa Bay. All right, and I'm gonna show y'all real quick how to get some real estate. So let's go up in here. And like right now with real estate, even though interest rates are fucking terrible, I don't really care. I don't really care. As long as it's a deal, that's all I care about. All I care about is getting a good deal. If the numbers work, I'm buying. Keep sitting around. Keep sitting around waiting 2-3 years for some type of correction. By then, I would have bought fucking another $6 million in real estate. Excuse my language, guys. Another $6 million in real estate, cash flowing that entire time, and rents don't really go down like that. Not in Florida. Not in Florida, and not in areas where jobs are growing, where the economy is growing. So, and I know that let me see what this how many viewers we got, because I know the viewers are dying. I just know the viewers are dying. Oh, no, we got 105. Okay, y'all are interested in some real estate. Don't tell me y'all interested on some real estate. Okay, so what I usually do is I put Redfin up, and then I'll put Zillow up, same area. And the reason why I do the same area is because I just want to see what the rents are in that area. I want to remove this boundary. I just want to be here, and I want to see what rents are looking like. Okay, because if the rents are looking decent, and I can cover it or make more money with the over the mortgage, I'm copping. All right, so let's look. So $349,000, 3-bedroom, 2-house, way too expensive. Way too expensive. You know, a house like that, you know, it's gonna garner $2,300, probably $2,200. Right here, look, $2,200 a month, because you got to be conservative, right? Let's see what would our payments be on something like that, and make sure that the payments are realistic. Okay, I'm not putting no damn $70,000 down, guys. Okay, I mean, fuck, you have to in this economy. You don't really have to, but you have to. Okay, all right, let's put 20% down. If I was you guys, I'd be house hacking though. I'd be trying to use a FHA, a conventional loan at 5% down. That's what I'd be trying to do. Okay. But let's just say it's a regular investment property and you're not being creative, and I'm following all the rules. Even though I don't really follow a lot of all the rules like that. But okay. Cool. You're looking at 70,000 down, which I don't like. Your principal, all that, about $2,100 a month. So I could rent this house for $2,200, which means I'd be able to cover my a lot of my expenses, right? Here's the problem with that though. You have maintenance, taxes continue to go up, something could happen where something breaks. Are you going to need a property manager? This ain't really going to cover the cost, right? And if you try to put even less down, let's say you try to put 5% down, you definitely are cash flow negative. Okay. So the only way I'm getting into a deal is if I'm cash flow positive, and this property ain't going to do it. So you got to keep looking. Here's what happens. During bad economies like right now, you might be able to buy a couple houses a year. During great economies, you might be able to find a house every day. During a buyer's market, you might be able to find a deal every day. But it's not like that right now. That doesn't mean you stop buying shit. That doesn't mean you stop investing, right? You start looking for deals that make sense. So this is 190. Where's this 190 at? All right, let's look at 190. 190, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, 1,100 square feet. I don't love that area. You got to know your areas too, guys. You got to know your areas too. So an area that I like, probably be in this range, but I got to find something nice. Let's see what I can find. You got to know your areas, guys. And this is for a 1031 exchange. I would never buy a house that's ready, that's turnkey. I would never do that. The only reason why I'm doing this right now is because my business partner has a 1031 exchange that he has to do. And what that means is he sold a piece of property and he's making money from it. Okay. He doesn't want to pay the crazy taxes on it, 15, 20% taxes on it. So he does a 1031 exchange, which means he has to move all that money to a new property and then he doesn't have to pay taxes on it. Okay. So we need to find something that's going to cash flow right away. We can't do anything that that takes work and stuff like that because no bank's going to loan on that. So this is 290. Let's see what rents are on 1,400 square feet. Look, $2,000. You could still get $2,000. You could still get $2,000. Okay. Let's see. $2,000 we can get on this house. Is it going to cash flow? Please cash flow. Hell no, it ain't cash flowing. Bro, oh no, it is cash flowing. It's cash flowing his ass off. Yeah, this is a deal right here. This is a deal right here. Because you put another $100, $150 for maintenance. Another, $150, $160 for property management. You're right at $1,900. This cash flows. You buy this property. You buy it. Right now, I just found a property that I would do. And it has a pool. You might be able to get a premium now because it has a pool. Right? So that's how you do it. Now, every area is different. This is probably 45 minutes away from where I live. This is 45 minutes away from the city of Tampa. So you might not be able to get it right next door to your crib. There's nothing in my neighborhood that would cash flow. But 45 minutes out, it cash flows. I'm willing to make that drive. All right, let's get done with this real estate talk. I'm about to get off, actually. Damn, the viewers went up. Yeah, you guys were interested in making some money? Okay. So imagine you do that type of research every single day. So you're learning your market and you start learning the rules to the game. And what I meant by Jordan is going to do it the right way is he's not going to use a 20% down loan to go buy property. He's going to go use something 3% down, 5% down, something lower, right? Get into a multifamily house where he can live in one of the units, rent out the rest of them, right? And as long as it cash flows, he's going to buy them. But they got to cash flow. They got to cash flow, guys. So, bro, I found me and Danny, we found a commercial property that we're closing on. Bro, that thing is a 12 or 13 cap. It is stupid. It is dumb. It's crazy how good of a deal it is. Yo, that is a fact. Usually people get off when I start talking about business. That's why I created a whole nother channel, but that's lit. I think that it's because of the economy right now. Everybody's kind of worried about it, right? I got into the first piece of property that I bought. I was 23 years old. Bought that property. I was making $600 a month from it. And then when I sold it, I made $60,000 from it. So I probably made like 80 grand over the course of 2 years on that property. That was my first deal. Man, what? what? I'd be crazy if I didn't get into real estate. I've made $300,000 off of this crib that I'm in right now. And it's an asset. I can borrow against the property, and I can take that 300 grand and put it into a apartment complex or some shit. You know, like, people don't realize, listen, like, go study the financial system. Go study how the banking system works. Go study the economy. You learn those things. You know the rules to the game. You're able to be strategic. Just like you go learn Call of Duty, you go learn 2K, you go learn Monopoly. Go learn this stuff, bro, and you gonna win the game of life. You know. But I think that's the way that you could put yourself in a position to retire early. I'll never retire, because here's the thing: when you start getting more resources, when you start learning more things, curiosity kicks in. But not just curiosity, you start believing, damn, anybody could do this shit. I need to put my peoples on. They need to figure this, because I know they don't like I hear them complaining. They mad about this, they mad about that. They mad at the president, they mad at these guys. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. Y'all worried about the wrong things. You know what I mean? Like, bro, just focus on you, and you will solve all of your problems. You ain't got to worry about who the president is. You got to worry about none of that stuff, man. Yeah, about 10%. That's why I said about $160, because but here's the thing. That's for people who don't have a lot of properties. That's for people who aren't. So imagine you had a client that is a very savvy investor, and you're a property manager. Ain't you going like try to win their business? Because if he's got 4 properties, 5 properties, 6 properties, 10 properties, 11 properties, I'm going to try to win their business. It ain't 10% for guys like that. I'm telling you. And then when you start scaling, you hire full-time property managers. They become employees. You don't go through no damn third-party service. You know, you give somebody an opportunity to make a living through your own platform. And guys, it don't have to be real estate. You could do the same thing with businesses. You could do the same thing with, you know, with other assets like stocks and stocks are businesses. But when I say business, I mean small businesses. Like, go buy a smoothie shop. I always say a smoothie shop. But if you understand financial statements, and you can read a business's profit and loss statement, and you understand this stuff, then you can go find a good business and buy it. You know what I mean? And get an even better return. Like, there's something really, really cool about, let's say you buy a Subway's that already has a manager in place, that already has a shift manager in place, that already has a shift, employees, everything's already ironed out. And during a bad downturn, during a recession, you can get it for 50% off, 30% off. Go buy that business, because the same way you can go buy real estate by leveraging banks and stuff, you can go buy businesses too. So, for real though, his videos he posts about investing, financial advice, get the least views. Everybody want to know what the best trimmer is, but I want about that's a fact. But I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's in different stages of their life. There was a time where I wanted to know what the best trimmer was too, and I think that's okay. I think that ideally people got to focus on, their journey and their process, and all that other stuff is gonna come. Just stay trying to grow, bro. Just stay trying to grow. Hearing Jordan's story really opened my eyes. I've been in the shop for 2 months, and I'm nowhere close to those numbers. Yeah, man. That's why I brought him on. That's why I share his story, because I say this stuff to people all the time. I used to speak from my own experience, but then I would get stuff like, yo, you're a boss, yo. Bro, trust me. I was not like, I was, I don't see it that way. But showing other people's stories is dope. David, appreciate the love, bro. Roger Cuts, man, appreciate it too. Appreciate you, man. Yo, now that I got the equipment, like tonight was lit because this is the first time that I used this equipment. Now that I got this equipment, man, I'm gonna go blow up that Basio Thinks channel. And I'm gonna cover everything. I'm gonna cover like there's a video I want to watch with I really like two guys on YouTube called Abba and Preach, but I also like Andrew Tate, but I also like this kid named what the hell's his name? Sneeko. Really like them, and they be talking, and I be wanting to put my input, man, on just shit that has to do with life. So I'll probably talk about stuff like that on the channel too. Cause I feel like, listen, I feel like I've done a lot of things wrong, but I've done a lot of things right too. I've been with my wife 17 years. I've got 2 amazing, beautiful kids. I've done really well for myself. Beyond this whole YouTube thing, this whole social media thing, I don't need this. I don't need to do this stuff, right? I enjoy doing this stuff, and I enjoy helping people. It's the biggest platforms that you can be on. There's no bigger platforms than the social media platforms, right? And so the reach is crazy. Like today I was playing basketball, and dude recognized me. He's like, yo, I've been following you since college. Like, that's a pretty dope thing. You've been inspiring this person and you bump into them, right? I think that's really, really dope. But, I would love to, I just feel like everything that I listen to is so binary. It's so either this or that, either this or that. And it's like, bro, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Like, now people are just arguing for the sake of arguing. Like, so yeah, man. I just feel like I could add some gems to a broader space beyond barbering. You know what I mean? I'll never stop with barbering. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to continue to elevate the industry. I'm trying to bring the industry to a whole nother level. But man, just life in general, I feel like I've done pretty well for myself. So, and I think that's helpful in any industry, on any, in any culture, right? So, all right, but yo, guys, go follow me on Basio Thinks. You know what I mean? If you want to check it out, we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. I'm definitely about to go harder on that channel. When you go to that channel, though, please don't ask me about barbering. That's for the Barber channel. I'm never giving up on barbering. We're still gonna post almost every day on the Barber channel. But when you come to Basio Thinks, when you come to the Basio Thinks channel, don't ask me about barbering. This is where we elevate ourselves as men and as adults and as human beings. Right? That's what that channel is about. And we have to do that as barbers. As I've elevated as a man, trust me, that helped me in my business. Conversations were different in the shop. My clients really, really enjoyed that part of my services, was me elevating myself as a man. Right? So that's what that channel is about. Let's elevate ourselves as adults, as men. It's not just for men, it's for women too. But as adults, as people who are trying to navigate this thing called life, let's make that channel that. All right. If that's something that interests you, go subscribe to that. Basio Thinks, and I'm gonna go crazy now that I got this equipment and it's working so well and it's smooth, man. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Hope y'all enjoyed this live. I will see you guys on the next one.